Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Full disclaimer, I am sick, but I still had to start my day off with Dunkin', right? Got myself a hot caramel macchiato so that would help with my throat. As you guys hear now, I'm still feeling a little, under the weather, but every day has a pile, and I mean pile, of paperwork that I need to scan into the system. Typically now, I guess they've limited the amount of paperwork that we need to actually file and store, as well as it just, it's a much more cleaner and much more organized office. Every day I take about more than 20 phone calls, let's say, whether it ranges from me calling the appointments for the next following day, which is a task that I am also responsible in terms of just making sure that it is done, that any patient, any person that is scheduled on the schedule to come in the next following day knows the requirements of what they need to do prior, what they need to bring for their appointment, and so forth. With every call, I have to make sure that I properly inform everyone in regards to whatever they may need information upon, as well as some calls that I have to take throughout the day are not necessarily for me, and I need to transfer them to another employee regarding whether it ranges from surgery, whether it ranges from the doctor's tech. So it's a lot of multitasking, note jotting, definitely like the facts of their phone call, making sure that it is detailed enough, making sure that they know the correct number to call back if I have to leave a voicemail, as well as when I do call to confirm the appointments for the next following day, I have to make sure that they have the right address, because the location that I particularly work in the moment, doctors rent it out and they're not there every single day, as well as certain patients may range from location to location following the doctor based upon what it is that they, have to do and have to get done. So I'm really on top of just taking notes on the daily, writing down if I have to forward a call to somebody, or if somebody has to then return a call that I received. I have to make sure I get the callback number, that I get the patient's date of birth, the correct spelling of the name, the reason for calling, all of the extra details, so that the next person who calls them back, aka my coworker, has all the details that they need. Work off this station right here, which you guys see looks like a gaming station because I have two big monitors in front of me. I'm gonna now show you guys the office. It's a fairly small little doctor's office, so for me it's enough. I clock in using that little thing you guys just saw. This big printer spits out like 100 papers a day that I need to scan into the system. Call number 2, as I said, we have a lot of calls coming in every single day, in addition to calls that I myself need to make that range from confirming appointments, from calling insurances for authorizations, calling fellow doctors, calling fellow doctors' offices to get a wide variety of information. Examples like fax numbers, calling insurances, in order to make sure that the patient is treated in a timely fashion, has all the information that they need, as well as the doctor's office has all the information that we need in order to get everything done for the patient in the time that the doctor intended it to be done in. Here you see me showing you guys the remainder of the doctor's office. As I said, it's fairly small, but we have a decent sized break room. Typically I get to like 30 minutes a day for a break. Other days it's a lot shorter due to the amount of patients that we have, so it varies. Here you're gonna see me making myself a tea because Lord, like ever since I've been sick, my throat has been feeling it. So once I run out my macchiato, I immediately make myself some tea. Gratefully, my office provides water, so y'all know I've been taking advantage of that. They have this honey, which I love to use for my teas. Here you're just seeing me not being able to decide what tea I want to make today. We're just going to chuck that back in there. Let me know if there's anyone out there who enjoys doing this when you're making a tea, just like watching the water like get infused with the tea. I don't know why, that's oddly calming. And then putting the honey, which is always like the final touch. I didn't have any lime and lemon, which really was sad. Call number 3. These calls range from whether it's a patient wanting to know what time their appointment is, certain details that they may need clarification upon, or it could be just a patient actually calling us back, because we do leave a lot of voicemails, like I said, because the time that I work, or the typical time that I work is the typical time that a lot of people work. So it depends on when they're able to get back to me, as well as it affects the efficiency in which, I can actually get in contact with people. So communication, being thorough, is very, very, very important, as well as the information input into the system is very, very, very important, because that is the information that the doctor as well as the nurse tech go based upon. Me being me, I'm a perfectionist. I need my filing cabinets organized, so immediately once I started, I made sure these were on point and I knew exactly where everything was. Call number 4 or 5. I do not know. Any mail we receive, I am responsible for opening it and making sure that the important documents are received and given to the adequate person. The day I recorded this, we received a nice little letter for the holidays, along with this big bag of bunch of candies. This certain provider that we work with, that every time that they come to our office, apparently they bring us a bunch of candy. I am going to get diabetes and a cavity. That's what I feel like. You guys are going to see that I'm going to show you what my day-to-day fit typically looks like. Comfortable footwear, scrubs, cardigan if I feel, under the weather, hot, cold. That is optional, but thank you guys for watching. Definitely comment, like, and subscribe. I'm going to continue to be consistent, and I appreciate all of the support. See you in my next one, and happy holidays.